From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth here on Buzz TV. We are live on location on the decks of the USS Orleck in downtown Jacksonville, brought to you by my friends, our friends at the Fire Watch. My guests this time around is Greg Williamson and Mike Getka. Great to have them on the show. Let's welcome them in. How are you, my friend? Great to have you. You got my name, Tom? You did. Very good. Inside joke. Inside joke. Great to have you, Greg, on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for your service. What branch would you serve under?
I was in the Army.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long were you in the Army for?
I was in the Army for 4 years.
Okay.
Yep.
And what'd you do at the Army?
I was a tank driver.
You were a tank driver.
I was a tank driver.
Wow.
M1 Abrams armor crewman.
Holy cow! How was
Mainly because I was too lazy to walk.
Okay, you got to make way somehow. Did you do it right out of high school? College?
I did.
Okay.
You know.
I'm always fascinated by like when you make that decision.
No, so for me, I went to a semester of junior college.
Okay.
And let's say I wasn't prepared for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't have any money to go to college on. My parents were very blue collar, not a lot of money.
Okay.
So, I decided to go in the Army and try to make something.
Best decision you made?
1,000,000%.
What would you say to young people that are thinking about it today?
Oh, listen, I mean, for me, 1,000,000% the best decision I ever made.
Okay.
I matured as a human.
Which is huge.
Absolutely. Got a ton of money to go to school on, so I came out of college with no debt.
Great.
I met the person who ultimately introduced me to my wife. I would be remiss if I didn't point that out.
Beautiful.
So it's
100%
the best decision I ever made.
Cool, man. Well, great to have you on
Thank
here. We'll
you.
get into what you're into today. Mike,
Yep.
how are you, my friend? Great
Good.
to have
How about
you.
yourself?
How about you? I got your name right.
Good. Navy,
That was
21
easy.
years.
21 years.
Yeah,
What'd you
yeah.
do in the Navy?
So I started out as a CB, as a construction mechanic, and then I went to SEAL teams
Okay.
and spent 16 years doing that.
On the SEAL team?
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
ever say-
Team 2, and
Okay.
as an instructor at the
Holy
center,
cow.
and then Warcom,
Wow.
and then started
You're
falling
still
apart.
in great
met my
shape.
wife.
I guess you got to be in great shape your whole life
Genetics,
if you do
good,
that.
good parents, a little Polish immigrant. My dad, 5'2", 155-pound
Okay.
Polish immigrant. My mother came from a family of 12 kids, just
Wow.
hardworking.
Wow.
So anyway, that kind of gets passed
Yeah.
down. And
How do you feel about being on the deck of the USS Orleck right here
yeah,
in
I was
downtown
saying,
Jacks?
it's been since 1991.
Has it
Since
really?
I've been on any kind of a
No
ship.
kidding.
So that smell, the smell's coming back. Even though I spent just roughly around 6 months on a ship out of 21 years.
Right.
So,
Wow.
but yeah, it's pretty cool.
When you look back on that career, Mike, what comes to mind first? Like, what do you think of, if anything at all? I mean,
Well, same thing. I mean, I took a year off out of high school
Yep.
and made some choices that, like, okay, I need to do something here.
Yep.
And so the goal was just to go in, travel, knock
Yep.
out my degree, get out. I ended up staying 21 years. But the
Wow.
people that I met, the education, the schools, I mean, you just can't really.
Yep.
I don't even know how you kind of quantify it or whatever
Sure.
on just how much stuff you get out of it. But it
Yeah.
was phenomenal.
What do you do today? What are you into today?
So now I've just March 1st, I'm launching my own business.
Are you really?
Getka SEAL Mindset, where I'm
All
going
right.
to bring some of that instructor stuff that I used to do
Okay.
to businesses, athletic teams, guys that still want to pursue a career as a SEAL,
Okay.
and some of the other stuff too, EOD, Diver Air Rescue.
Yeah.
So it's about team building, mindset,
Like coaching
focus.
almost?
Coaching.
Kind
I
of?
get them out, say I take them out to the beach,
Yeah.
break them up in boat crews.
Okay.
Paying attention to detail is a huge, huge part of it. You make mistakes, we crush you. In our
Yeah.
world, you make mistakes, people die or they're injured.
Right.
In sports, people make mistakes. Maybe you don't make it to the Super Bowl because
No,
you
you're
do
right.
something stupid or whatever it is. So
Yep.
it's really paying attention to detail, communication.
Yep.
There are a lot of different things that go into it, but I love getting out to the beach. It's a different
Yeah.
setting.
Yeah.
And then ultimately, I want to get into the golfing arena. That mindset piece right there.
Oh.
I've come up with some unique stuff that I want
Yeah,
to share with
yeah.
the world. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah, or just any athlete that gets
Any-
the yips, as they call them, right? You have
Yeah,
trouble with your swing, with the, at the plate, whatever. Maybe it's a mindset
Absolutely.
you can figure out. I like that.
You got to believe, and
Yeah.
you had mentioned this too. The guys, great players make great plays when
It
you need to
matters
make
most,
that when it
yeah,
matters the most,
no
and that's
doubt.
the kind of stuff. Whether it's business, whether it's sports, doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yep.
That mindset can be used anywhere.
Yeah.
I just add a little flavor of
I like
maybe
it.
a little beat down in there to
Cool. Yeah, everyone needs a little bit of
just
knock
so
it
you-
down
so you can-
and build them up.
so
Give
you
them a
can
hug.
feel- Absolutely.
Hugs are really
Absolutely.
good. Hug
Absolutely.
them after you beat them down.
Absolutely.
That's the way I look at it. All right, great to have you on. Thank you for your
Thanks.
service as well. All right, Greg, as we wrap up, what are you into today? What do you do?
So I have an estate planning firm, but
Okay.
even that doesn't sound interesting even to me. What I really do is help people put together plans so that their families are well cared for if something happens to them.
Great.
Right? And so the documents are the output of that plan, but really it's about making sure that we design the plan so that, you know, your kids are taken care of if you're in a car accident, or you know, that your wife is taken care of if you pass and can't work. And so
Life planning.
Life planning.
Yeah. How long have you been doing that for?
Been doing it for about 2 years.
Okay.
I had one of these life-changing events that kind of brought me into it. And, you know, I've been a lawyer for 25 years, but just started this a couple of years ago.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. Really appreciate it, and having the patience to be on this show, especially with me in that open. All right. Really great to have you, though. Thanks so much. Cheers. All right.
Yeah, thank
all
you.
right. That's going to do it for us this time around. More conversations like this at iwanttabuzz.com. Until next time, stay safe and be cool out there. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.